Welcome, everyone. I think I got to say hi to most of you, but hi to the rest of you that I didn't get to. So tonight, when we gather in this way, when we come into circle, we almost always initiate the circle with a song. And if not a song, we initiate with some other really intentional way of beginning. So that was the initiation of the beginning of what we're up to. And that was one culture's way of speaking to the calling in of the abundance through the divine feminine. And that's not women per se, but that's the divine feminine. A way of being around receptivity, a way of being around community and service and support of each other. So our gathering, what we call our gathering tonight is WOW. Is what we've come to be known. So what WOW stands for is women and men owning wealth. Yeah. So what I want to share with you all about tonight was an inspiration to work through tribal connection around abundance. So many people in my world, in my community, in our global community, are feeling energies of suffering around abundance. We're watching economies collapse. We're watching things in our earth transform. We're watching a lot happen. And I think while we watch what was begin to release and move into decomposition, we also get to pay attention to what is sprouting. You know, what is it that's ready to grow up, and what's here in the fertile soil. And for me, and for these communities that we're gathering together, and communities around the world, this isn't original to me. This isn't original to what we're up to here. This is just one way of expressing that it's time. It's time for us to really sit powerfully in the receptivity of abundance through love, through relationship, through community. Yeah. And to be in service of each other. To really be in service of each other, and to have that be how we actually receive our abundance is the more we serve, the greater the abundance that comes through. And I know for me, as I was raised through a more traditional culture, as I observed a more traditional culture, what service looked like was a lot of drain. You know, we all had the intention to do that, but it was really set up in a way that we didn't get to receive abundance in that way, or we didn't get to really incorporate the depths of our tribal energy or our communities, and to be in expansion together in that way. So my personal inspiration around initiating these gatherings and being connected to other women that want to be initiating these gatherings was my children, was the voice of the generation that's coming up. And my walk as a mother, was a profound inspiration to say that I do not believe anymore in a culture that tells us that we must leave our children to go earn money. We must leave our friends to go earn money. We must lose our connection to our spiritual life or to our tribal community life to go earn money. When I started to read these statistics of 90,000 hours is what we invest, you know, for a full lifetime of a full traditional career. That's a lot. That's a lot of time. That's 90,000 hours that in a traditional setup may or may not be in service of our gifts, may or may not include our community, it may or may not be in service of the earth, it may or may not be in service of who we truly are in the depths of our heart. So I think what's coming through many of us right now is a listening to what's waking up on the planet, which is we must reclaim our path of commerce into sacred commerce. And so the big question, and there's people that are doing beautiful work around the planet around sacred commerce, and this is one expression.